Okay, so today's lesson is 9.4, finding angle measures. So in the direction it says angles are complementary. You should know that complementary angles are two angles that equal 90 degrees. So here you write 90 degrees. It says find angle B if angle A is 34 degrees. Here's angle A is equal to 34 degrees. Okay, you must do this algebraically. So you write A plus B is equal to 90 degrees because it's complementary. Remember, it makes a right angle. Replace A with 34 degrees because it gives you 34 degrees plus B is equal to 90 degrees. To get B by itself, you subtract by 34 on both sides, and B is equal to 56 degrees. Looking at number 2. Number 2 is very similar to number 1, except it says angles are supplementary. Think about, what does the word supplementary mean? How many degrees? Well, you should have known that supplementary is equal to 180 degrees. Go ahead on your own and find out what angle B is if A is equal to 55 degrees. When you're ready, go ahead and push record. So 2, you should have done it in algebraic form. So A plus B is equal to 180, not 90, because remember it's supplementary. Replace A with 55 plus B is equal to 180. Subtract 55 from both sides, and you get B is equal to 125 degrees. Right, number 3 looks very confusing and looks like it's really, really hard, but it is not. You just have to look at what you know, okay? Without even having to figure anything out, you should know one letter. So all these letters, A, B, C, D, E, and F, you're going to figure out what the degree is. So looking at any of these, is there any that you can figure out just by looking at it? And you should have said you can figure out what B is. B is 39 degrees because it's vertical to angle or to 39 degrees. Okay, so we know B is 39. If I highlight this, what do you notice about that? Now, this is yesterday's work. You should have known that from looking at this, that this is a supplementary angle. So to find what angle A is, you do exactly what you did for number 2. Okay, so you're going to write here, A plus 39 is equal to 180. Subtract 39 from both sides, and you get A is equal to 141 because it's supplementary to angle to 39 degrees. Okay, now that you know A is 141 degrees, you should know what C is. C is equal to 141 degrees because it's vertical to angle A. Right, now I don't know if some of you guys might not know this, but this forms what shape? Hopefully you said a triangle. And a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So here, to find what D is, you say D plus A plus 21 is equal to 180 degrees. Well, we know what A is because we said the A was equal to 141, so D plus 141 plus 21 is equal to 180. Add up 141 plus 21, and you get 162 is equal to 180. You're going to subtract 162 from both sides, and you get D is equal to 18 degrees. Okay? Because all angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Right, so now that we know what D is, we can figure out what F is. So now if I highlight this part, look at this. What does that form? Hopefully you had said that it forms a supplementary angle. So now you have F plus D is equal to 180. F plus 18 is equal to 180. Subtract 18. And F is equal to 162 degrees. Okay? And then the last part is E. I want you to look at E. So E says, if you look at E, I'm going to highlight this part right here. What does that make right there? If you take all of those, E, 54, and 21, that makes a straight line. So here, to make a straight line, you would have 21 plus 54 plus E is equal to 180. Add 21 plus 54 and you get 75 plus E is equal to 180. Subtract 75 on both sides and you get E is equal to 105 degrees. Now I understand that this part looks really confusing, but if you take each one of these, you should be able to figure it out. Okay, the next part in your classwork and homework you'll find is the direction, find the measure that's complementary. So here, I would like you to do it algebraically, but for now, to do it quickly, you can just do, you know that complementary is 90 degrees, so you're just going to take 90 minus 23, and that equals 67 degrees. Go ahead and figure out 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you should know what supplementary angle is, and do 5, 6, 7, and 8. When you're ready, go ahead and push play. So number 2, you should have done 90 minus 46, and that equals 44 degrees. 90 minus 87, and that equals 3 degrees. You have 90 minus 60, and that equals 30 degrees. Now supplementary, you should have known supplementary equals 180 degrees. So because it equals 180, instead of subtracting by 90, you're going to subtract 180. So 180 minus 23 equals 157 degrees. 180 minus 46 equals 134 degrees. 180 minus 87, and that equals 93 degrees. And 180 minus 160, and that equals 20 degrees.